to reduce the number of out-of-school children in the region.
In the fight against stigma, Kenya's first albino football team scores a win. Africa 54 starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Africa 54. I'm Chamberlain Usawa, Channels Television here in Lagos. I'm joined by Esther Githur-Ewart at Voice of America in Washington.
Thanks, Chamberlain. I'm Esther Githur-Ewart at our global headquarters here in Washington, D.C. Happy to be with you again for another edition of Africa 54. Let's start off with a look at the Kano Education Summit. Chamberlain Uso in Lagos brings you that story.
Well, that's right. The federal government is commending the efforts of the Kano state government to ensure free and compulsory education for children in the state. At an education summit in Kano, Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo highlighted the place of basic education in the socio-economic development of any nation. Channels Television's correspondent Idris Jibrin reports.
The Kano State Education Summit brings together stakeholders with a focus on improving school enrollment in the state. This is a result of the state government policy direction aimed at ensuring free and compulsory basic and secondary education, as well as integrating the long-standing Almajiri system of education.
Well, this is not the first time Kano State government is conducting a summit on education. But this year's own, it's completely different from the previous ones we have seen, for simple fact that the Kano State government has introduced free and compulsory education for school-age children. And the summit will also look at the challenges and prospects of Almajiri system of education in Kano State.
Discussions center on finding solutions to challenges plaguing the education sector, such as funding, teacher training, among others.
What Dr. Ganduje is doing will be copied by the rest of the North. We certainly need compulsory education. One of the primary functions of education is to prepare individuals for societal change, national growth, and economic development.
In attendance is the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who expressingly conveys the federal government's approval of the deliberate efforts to promote education as he commends the state's exemplary commitments.
Kano has always been reputed as a place of learning, and this landmark policy pronouncement on free and compulsory education will not only draw over 1 million out-of-school children in the state from the streets into the classrooms, but it also sets a hugely important precedent for other states to follow.
For Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, the motive behind introducing free and compulsory education in the state is the desire to grow the knowledge economy and address the challenges of the Almajiri system of education.
In order to ensure maximum access to education by all, government has abolished payment of school fees in all public secondary schools with effect from September 2019.
The state government says it remains committed to providing direct funding to over 1,000 Almajiri schools across the state. The idea is to guarantee quality education and reduce the number of out-of-school children in the state and, by extension, the country. Idris Jibrin, Channels.